Hi, I'm Martin from More Strategic. This short video is going to introduce you to the Insights package for our profitability benchmarking service. Importantly, the Insights package looks at each area of fundraising and gives you a detailed breakdown and report on how you're going in terms of your profitability, your return on staff, your growth, your mix, etc. We look at events, direct marketing, partnerships, major gifts, trusts, gifts in wills, your lottery program, and any op shop or retail business you might have. It's a granular reporting level and it's looking at a 5-year trend. So, for example, we can look at your return on full costs against the market by each fundraising program. So, our charity X here is getting an excellent return on their corporate partnerships at $29, whereas most people, for every dollar they're spending on corporates, are getting $13. They're doing really well there. On the other hand, their direct marketing program down here at $1.58 is below market performance at $3. Of course, it's important to also then look at the mix. So whilst you might have some higher and some lower return programs, what proportion of your revenue comes from each stream? So here we can see that charity is getting below market rate of income from their direct marketing, and less of their revenue is coming from that channel. So just about a third of their money comes from direct marketing compared to 40% for the industry. We can combine those two things to look at your ratio and reliance chart. So in this case, we're looking at the cost income ratio along the bottom and the proportion of your revenue that comes from that channel along the left-hand side. So here we see that charity is represented with nearly a third of their income coming from a direct marketing program, which has a cost income ratio of nearly 70%. So that's clearly something they'd need to look at. We provide a dashboard for each program area that looks at your gross income growth compared to the market and your net revenue, taking account of your direct costs and your salaries. We also look at your return. So for every dollar you're spending, what are you getting back and how does that compare to the market and how has it changed over the last 5 years? This then relates to your share of income. So for all the income raised by charities from direct marketing, what percentage are you getting and how has that changed over the last 5 years? Within the programs of direct marketing, corporate and events, we also provide a breakdown of the source of your revenue within that program. So here we see this charity is a little bit under in terms of regular giving as a proportion of their income compared to the market. We create an accelerator chart that looks at your income growth, direct cost growth and full cost growth over the last 5 years. And then we map your rate of growth of income compared to your rate of growth of expenditure. An organisation that is above the line is growing their income faster than the rate that they're growing their expenditure. As we can see here for events, the majority of organisations are below the line, which suggests that events are getting a lower marginal return for each dollar invested. We also give you all the data broken down by organisation, organised by organisational turnover size and grouped by revenue. So you can look at yourself compared to organisations of a similar size and see how you are comparing. For example, here we're looking at the return on salary costs. So for every dollar that's invested on staffing, here in major gifts, this charity is getting $2.75 compared to the industry average of over $16 across all of these organisations. There are more than 350 charts, but don't worry, you get the short summary, those little dashboards, which are very useful. And we look at your data compared to the macro returns. We look at your cost income ratio. We look at that accelerator. We look at your index growth rates, your reliance and ratio, your mix within programs, and create the dashboards as well as an income per head of population, which is particularly useful for state-based organisations to do comparisons. These are the charts that are included in our new free top line version. All the green ones are in the Insights package. As an extra value add for the Insights package, we also will conduct our fundraising success survey, which looks at what actually drives your fundraising performance across key areas such as leadership, the way fundraising is governed, how well you manage your brand, how empowered and capable your staff are, whether your strategy is aligned to the organisation, whether you have suitable and fit for purpose CRM and data management systems, and whether you are managing and adapting to innovate in the market effectively. This package is $4,000 normally. For FIA members this year, it's $3,200. We think you'll find this incredibly useful for setting your budgets and managing performance over the long term for your fundraising program. Please do get in touch and feel free to chat to Ruth or I about any of these programs, and we look forward to hearing from you and even more to seeing some of your data. Thanks very much indeed.